harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Pushes him over. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. 31 yards, and the Eagles have taken the early lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then it's the wide receiver. Great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Jackson now. Flushed out right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And finally down at the 36-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens, nothing.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more, rolling to his left. catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Hurts on the option right. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Being chased out left. Into the secondary past the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play action with Hurts. Flush to his right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Calais Campbell on the stop. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 40. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on?
Under pressure, they got him again. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. They were trying to set up that screen, try to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you get rid of the football near the screen, guys, so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Jackson. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing is Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.